black hollow. Even the name sent shivers down your spine. The town was old, cloaked in a perpetual mist that clung to everything like fear itself. Ancient trees, gnarled and twisted, lined the outskirts, their branches like skeletal fingers reaching out. At the edge of town, shrouded in shadow and overgrown with menacing vines, stood Grayson Manor. Locals whispered of the curse that haunted its halls, a malevolence born of tragedy and despair. The manor had stood empty for over a century, a testament to its dark history. It was said that anyone who dared spend a night within its walls would be driven mad by the whispers that echoed through its corridors. Whispers that preyed on your deepest fears, your darkest desires, turning them against you.
This is insane.
Relax, Em, it's just an old house. Besides, think of the views we'll get for the challenge.
There were 5 of them, friends since childhood, drawn together by a dare and the intoxicating allure of internet fame. The Grayson Manor Challenge. Spend a night in the house, document your experience, survive until dawn. Easy, right? As they pushed through the rusted gates, a murder of crows took flight, their harsh cries echoing like warnings in the stillness. The group exchanged uneasy glances. The air grew heavy, charged with an unseen energy. The old house swallowed the light from their torches, the darkness seeming to press in, suffocating. Dust lay heavy in the air, thick with the scent of decay and forgotten things. Each footstep echoed in the cavernous space. At first the whispers were faint, easily dismissed as the creaking of the old house settling. But as the hours ticked by, the whispers grew louder, more insistent.
They're just trying to scare us.
Ben's voice was tight with forced confidence. He wouldn't meet anyone's eyes. The whispers seemed to target him, twisting his words, planting seeds of doubt. Emily, always the sensitive one, was the first to truly break. The whispers preyed on her insecurities, amplifying her every fear. She sank to the floor, clutching her ears, her screams lost in the echoing darkness. The manor seemed to twist and contort around them. Walls shifted, doorways appeared and disappeared, hallways stretched into impossible lengths. The house was alive, feeding off their fear, their doubt. Jake, initially so sure of himself, was now pale and trembling. The camera lay forgotten on the floor, its red light blinking accusingly. The whispers had shown him visions, terrible glimpses of his future if he failed the challenge. The whispers turned the friends against each other, exploiting their hidden resentments, their buried secrets. Accusations flew like daggers in the dark. Trust shattered, replaced by suspicion and paranoia. The house was playing them, pitting them against each other, reveling in their descent into madness. Section 5. Twisted Games. A heavy silence fell, broken only by the ragged gasps of the terrified friends. The whispers had stopped, replaced by a chilling silence that pressed down on them. Then a blood-curdling scream split the night. They found Ben in the old ballroom, his eyes wide with terror, a look of utter madness etched on his face. He babbled incoherently, his words making no sense. The air hung heavy with the stench of decay. A child's laughter echoed through the halls, chilling them to the bone. A game, the whispers promised. A way out. But the price? Their sanity, their souls. Each room they entered presented a new horror, a fresh torment designed to break them. The manor was a labyrinth of their darkest fears, and there seemed to be no escape. Section 6. The curse takes hold. Emily was gone, vanished. The only evidence she had ever been there was the lingering scent of her lavender perfume and Jake's chilling scream as he watched the floor open up and swallow her whole. The whispers were relentless now, a cacophony of madness gnawing at the edges of their minds. The house was changing them, twisting them into something monstrous. Their escape now seemed impossible. The house held them captive, its grip tightening like a vice. There was no escape from the whispers, from the horrors the house conjured. The once solid walls seemed to breathe, pulsing with a malevolent life of their own. The air grew thick and cold, heavy with despair. Section 7. Dawn's False Hope. A sliver of pale light crept through the boarded-up windows, offering a glimmer of hope in the suffocating darkness. Dawn was approaching. Could they hold on for just a little longer? Only two remained now. Jake, his eyes wild and haunted, his youthful arrogance replaced by a raw, primal fear. And Chloe, always the strong one, her face pale and drawn, her spirit broken. But the house wasn't finished with them yet. As the first rays of sunlight touched the ancient floorboards, the whispers grew louder, more insistent, more desperate.
Don't listen, it's almost over. We can do this.
But even as she spoke, she doubted her own words. Section 8. Trapped in Madness. Jake couldn't take it anymore. The whispers, the horrors, the constant fear. He broke. He lashed out, his screams echoing through the empty halls, his sanity shattered like broken glass. Chloe watched in horror as her friend, her once brave and cocky friend, succumbed to the madness that had already claimed the others. She backed away, her eyes wide with terror, her heart pounding against her ribs. She knew then that there was no escape, not for him. He was lost to the house, another victim claimed by its malevolent spirit. Leaving him behind was the hardest thing she would ever do, but it was her only chance. She had to get out, had to escape the clutches of this cursed place, even if it meant leaving a part of herself behind. Section 9. The Haunted. Chloe stumbled out of the house as the sun rose, painting the sky in hues of orange and gold. The world outside seemed alien, too bright, too alive after the darkness she had endured. She had escaped with her life, but at what cost? The whispers followed her, faint but ever-present, a constant reminder of the horrors she had witnessed, the friends she had lost. Black Hollow was no longer just a name on a map. It was a scar on her soul, a constant reminder of the night she had faced her darkest fears and barely escaped with her sanity intact. The Grayson Manor challenge had claimed its victims, and Chloe, forever haunted by the whispers, knew the house had kept a part of her soul as its prize.